Welcome to the last section of AI and education. We're going to dig into what the future will be for our kids in this AI world. As we do that, we need to be a little bit reflective. So I'm going to put on these glasses. They're great. They filter things out. I can see behind me. That lovely reflective surface helps me see in the past. But as we go forward with AI, we need a different type of glasses. What I'm going to call tomorrow glasses. Ones that allow us to look into the future, see what our kids might need, what the future might hold, and not be held back by yesterday's standards, but see the future that is yet to come and make that happen for our kids. So as we have our tomorrow glasses on, I want us to think about all of our kids and when they're going to, what the world's going to look like as they graduate. So if you're teaching ninth graders, they'll graduate high school in 4 years or college in about 8. If it's 5th grade, make that 8 and 12. Kindergarten, not for 13 or 17 years. If that's the case, are the skills you're teaching going to be applicable in 4, 8, 17 years for these children in the real world once they're outside of our walls? What skills will be essential to them? What will AI be capable of at that point? What do we need to do to make sure they're ready to live in that world? I'll let that sit with you for a minute. Feel free to pause if you want more time to think on it. What we do know is that the future jobs will be changing. They're shifting already. Right now, you can become a prompt engineer, which didn't exist a year ago. Someone who is basically an AI project manager. They are putting in the right kind of prompts, information that's needed to get the ideal output for the image, for the text, for the story, for the video, whatever it might be. And currently these are making anywhere between $22 per hour upwards to $375,000 a year with no official training or degrees needed behind it. The other things we know is that right now, people are starting to, and it's only going to increase as we go forward, have an AI teammate. Now that might be an AI boss, an AI coworker, or an AI assistant. Whether it's above, below, or at the same level as them, these are starting to occur and are likely to become even more common as we go forward. How do we teach kids to work alongside or for or with an AI teammate? The jobs of the future are shifting and changing and are not what we're used to. A couple companies in the last few months have even made their CEO an artificial intelligence machine, and most of them have done remarkably well in the stock market. Profits have gone up significantly, all by listening to the AI and having it make the decisions for them. So with that in mind, what is our role? AI is already better at making much more consistent and fair rulings than most judges, which might say more about our criminal justice system than AI, I don't know. It's better at driving in most conditions. Minnesota might not be the best ideal state for that. It's way better at passing the GED, LSAT, and most other tests. It gets a perfect score on some of these, or near perfect on almost all of them. And it's way better at doing data, financial work, numbers, patterns, anything numerical and longitudinal. Its predictions beat us every time. So where are we at? What do we do as this keeps evolving? We need to focus on the things that make us human. So empathy, connecting with people, those human emotions. How do we make sure that the compassion and the care between people and the needs of others are important? The designing with people in mind will be huge. Those critical thinking or reasoning skills, AI is not very good at least not yet. So how do we tie those pieces in and work on it? It's already in our plan here. Got to keep building on those things too. And then curation and creativity. I think I talked about before how when AI curates things, it tends to make things up or grab things randomly without a logical purpose or a emotional connection to how it should be. It's not real creativity. It's kind of a hodgepodge of what looks good, but not an accurate assessment or goal of what you're trying to get to. So I can move myself out of the way. There we go. The last one is how we apply this. What's the context of how all the information goes together? What's the nuance? How do we do that? AI is not very good at that. Then leave you with this quote. And I'm not going to read it because I have faith you're solid readers. So go ahead and pause, read the quote, and then we'll move on to the last piece. Now that you're back, my only comment on this quote is that the world's going to be changing so fast that we have to be okay with trial, error, and just going with it, or the world is going to leave us behind in that sense. But I have faith you can do that. So the last piece I will leave you with is just the word yet. We don't know what our students will do with AI yet, but we do know they'll need to use it as we go forward, and we can prompt and coach them in a helpful direction. We don't know the best way to teach with AI yet, but we do know we don't have to be perfect. We just have to try. And maybe by showing our students that sometimes learning some new things, even as an adult, requires trial and error, they'll be more open to those new things that will come at them in life. We don't know for sure what AI will be able to do in 5, 10, 20 years. Yet, we can be pretty sure that teaching those soft skills alongside empathy, creativity, curation, and reason, basically those skills that are applicable, not just in your class, but probably in every class they'll ever take, and most of the days of the rest of their lives, we have pretty robust defense against the skills and jobs being taken over by artificial intelligence. The future in general is unknown, yet I know you care about your students, their future, and will work hard to ensure that we're giving them the best learning experiences we can, however much inclusion of AI is a part of it. To you.